she got diagnosed with an illness, a neural illness, and during the course of this, the congregation was sending her, love notes and, well-wishing. And some of them were sending her sympathy notes. And she, realizing what was going on, she asked them, don't send me your fears. Don't send me your fears. Because it's hard enough to deal with what washes up on your beach. But what you want is you want life affirming. You want to emulate what the Master Teacher Jesus said. You want to affirm life-giving principles within yourself and others. Now, the difference between love and lust, sometimes, believe it or not, people get those things kind of mixed up. Kind of look alike sometimes in the physical world, right? And so, lust can come in many ways. Money, sex, power, alcohol, even pseudo-love. That people don't love too much. But the pursuit of all these things creates addictive consciousness. And so what we're really doing in this is we're seeking to fulfill a sense of incompleteness within us. It's a sense of incompleteness that comes from a self-image that's lacking in self-love. That's exactly where it comes from. A level that's not healthy. So when I don't love myself completely, I seek to fulfill it outside of me. I have this huge hole in my heart. Maybe it came from an adopted belief system that somebody told me I wasn't good enough as I grew up. And kids are very impressionable. Maybe it came from an abusive relationship. But wherever it came from, you adopted it. No one comes to the Father except for you. You adopted it. You said yes to it. And so how does that manifest? With love. Whatever I'm focusing on. So I'm seeking my love outside of myself. And that shows up in those various physical forms that I just mentioned. And so while I'm focusing on that, I see that as my source of replenishment. And so as long as I'm in that avenue of replenishing this love in my heart, whether it's love, drugs, sex, alcohol, whatever it is, then I feel fulfilled. I feel complete. I feel whole. And then when it's taken away from me, then I have to get more. I have to get more. And then I judge myself in between. And I go a little lower. And so now I say to myself, I am an alcoholic, or I am this kind of addict, And so then, by the law of mind action and love's indiscriminatory characteristics, what I focus on, I become. And love carries that out. And so now I'm thinking, this is my avenue of love. And you see how we can get caught up in this cycle. And there's a commandment that says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. And so you think about that. Okay, why would someone covet their neighbor's wife? Well, in unity, we see the coveting as a person seeking love. Behind the behavior, behind the physical appearance, there's a person that's seeking to express love. Because we all are, right? That's the nature of who we are. We need to give and receive love. It's the nature of who and what we are. And so behind that, when you look at that, he sees his neighbor's wife, and he sees a symbol. He sees a symbol of love. She's in love. She's giving love. She's receiving love. So she becomes a symbol of what his deeper desire is. And so what he really wants is his deeper desire is to be loved. He may not be consciously aware of the details, but this is what's going on. This is the action that's going on behind that. And because of his filtered belief system, he looks at her and he thinks that is what love is. I've objectified this person to be the symbol of what my real desire is. The divine desire in my heart is to express love. But through my confusion, I see this person as the object of that. And we do that in relationships too. We make people the object of our deeper desire, which is to be loved and to love. And then when something happens and that person goes away, then there goes our there comes up our need again. Because we have that need to fulfill something within us that's not there. And so a lot of times when people, when they break up in a relationship and that person leaves and they feel like the love that came from that other person is somehow gone. Because there goes the symbol of love, right? But inside, that love that they felt when that person was around was inside of them. That was their love that they felt, and it felt like it was coming from somebody outside of them. That was their love. That love didn't go anywhere when that person left. It's still inside of them. And then it resurfaces when you find the other true love, right? So when that person comes along, wow, I'm whole again. I feel whole again. When in fact, that was your love all the time. That was your love. Love doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't dissipate. There is no shortage of love. There's only a limitation on how we see divine love. Because we can see it any way we choose. And we choose to do it over and over again. And it's in stopping the love. When we think that somebody else left with our love, bring it back, and then we stop loving them back. That's when the pain sets in, right? Because pain, love is like flowing water. What happens when water is made to stop and is dammed up? And it sets for a while. It starts molding. It starts becoming toxic to whoever is holding it. You can't drink it because it's toxic. But you have to let it flow. You have to release it. You have to alleviate the pain by letting it flow. You can love someone without having it return. The description of love is that love does not require a returning of love back to it. And so when we tend to symbolize, what we're doing is that each time we do that, we're actually building this consciousness that says that I need something outside of me to make me feel whole and complete, rather than going back in and looking at it and working on your self-love. Because that's truly what we're here for, is to love all that we can is just love, love, love. It's a healer, it is a harmonizer, it creates understanding, because when you have love, it alleviates hatred, it alleviates all the things that block wisdom from coming to you. Emmett Fox said, there is no difficulty that enough love will not conquer, no disease that enough love will not heal, no door that enough love will not open, no gulf that enough love will not bridge, no wall that enough love will not throw down, no sin that enough love will not redeem. It makes no difference how deeply seated may be the trouble or how hopeless the outlook, how muddled the tangle, how great the mistake. A sufficient realization of love will dissolve it all. If only you could love enough, you would be the happiest and most powerful being in the world. And so now our task is to cultivate divine love and turn our attention away from that which seeks to misdirect us. A daily practice of going into the silence and focusing on your heart center. And positive affirmations after releasing all that is unlike love. Positive affirmations knowing that I am a true divine child of God. I am that love. I become that love. I open up my heart and I accept that. I become compassion. I become peace. I become the love that knows no bounds. Let's say that together. I am the love that knows no bounds.
I am the love that knows no bounds.
Thank you, sweet God. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.